What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the recently released Bowman Chrome Road to the UEFA U21 Championship set from Topps. This is the hobby version, which also didn't have an official release from Topps. Again, most of us thought this was scrapped, but it's finally getting a release. And yeah, these seem to be selling on third-party websites for around like 80 to like 100 bucks. 2 years too late if you ask me, but as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about. So let's get right into it. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel, really helps us grow, and helps us put more content out there like this for you guys. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which supports us in the long run as part of the eBay Partner Network. Let's get all these packs out, and this is going to be a 20x4 format, so 80 cards total. And very similar to the light box, it does look like these were made, I don't know, two and a half, 3 years ago almost, but here's all the sides if you want to see it. One atomic refractor per box, that's going to be our non-numbered, and then for numbered cards we should be seeing anywhere from like 3 to 4 numbered cards per box, and of course that Bowman auto. So let's put this over here and let me show you guys the back of the pack, because this is where all the odds are officially, not online. This is like before they started doing things online. That's how long ago they probably made this product. Let's zoom in a little. Probably want to pause this to see all the odds on here, but we will put a reference table on the screen for you guys as always. And yeah, some comparison with the light box odds as well, and parallels. For the most part, it's all the same. Even the odds, very, very close. It's just going to cost you a little bit more to chase any base parallels from hobby compared to light. And print run wise, the light boxes are actually closer to like 2,800 cases. So a little bit more than what we said in the light box review. And hobby boxes are going to be around like 3,000 cases or so. And again, there's no case hit info or, you know, super rare inserts for these, but we do know that you can get these golden ball die cut variations numbered to 49, which should fall about 1 in every 3 cases or so. And then dual autos should fall 1 in every 11 cases, and the 24 player booklet auto, which is going to be 1 in every 132 cases. And there might be like variations for that. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess we'll find out when we see it. But yeah, let's get right into this first pack here and see if there's any first pack magic in this one. Turientes. It's going to be a lot of players that many of us will not recognize, and I'm sure you guys noticed right off the bat. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Yes. Some of the teams, actually 4 major teams, will not have any licensing on their jerseys, so they're going to be wearing pajamas or PE uniform, or whatever you want to call it. But here's our 11 Inevitables insert. Took me forever to master how to say that, but it's really not that difficult. But yeah, I mean, it is very, very unfortunate. England, Germany, Italy, and France don't have licenses, and they can't even use like the color, because I'm guessing it's like tied to like likeness. You can't really use the likeness of the national teams or whatever, so they typically use like the 3rd jersey or like away color, so it's not immediately recognizable, especially if you don't know the players' faces from the set, which is most likely going to be the case from most of these packs. But yeah, I mean, who knows why that is. I don't know if it has something to do with exclusivity rights or whatever. I don't know if it has something to do with Panini. This is all speculation at this point, so if you have any insider info from Topps or Fanatics as to why this issue is reoccurring, because we've seen it in like a billion sets at this point, let me know in the comments down below. And it looks like we have our atomic here, hobby box exclusive. Some boxes will get like 2, but as you saw in the box, this is 1 per hobby box, and I'm guessing this, oh, is this Cole Palmer? It is not Cole Palmer. That's the closest we were going to get. 13 out of 25 unlicensed blue jersey. But yeah, I'm guessing the superfractor with these cards would look absolutely insane. I think the picture they used for Amadou Onana is actually really, really sick. So if you get the 1 of 1, I think that one's it's gonna be pretty wild. So I don't know if I showed you guys the back of these cards. Just an FYI. There have been videos in the past, not a lot, but where I completely forgot to show the back of the card, and then some people let me know that was an issue. So for all the card back enthusiasts out there, you will not be disappointed moving forward. There's Nico Williams, one of the main rookies to keep an eye out for from the set, and I guess we will start with tier 1. So we're going to break it down to like 3 tiers. In the light review, we only talked about like the main chases from these, so it wasn't as in-depth as we're about to get here. But for tier 1, I mean, this whole set is like 150 players, right? Like the base set is 150 players. Most of them are going to be Bowman first, so most of them are going to be prospects. Ooh, look at that gold shimmer. I was hoping to see an auto. Let's actually go through this one. Hopefully it's someone crazy. I can't say I recognize this guy. It is Johan Hove for Norway. 27 out of 50. So it's really interesting that they use like gold shimmer. There's like no gold, like pure gold at all. That's normally what we see from Topps. But anyway, going back to the Bowman first prospects, those are going to be your rookie card equivalent. We're obviously going to start with unlicensed Cole Palmer, unfortunately. And then we have actually, no, he's probably, yeah, I'll put him in the second tier. So Cole Palmer, Lois Openda, Nico Williams, and William Saliba is in tier 1 for us at least. And then Jeremy Frimpong in tier 2 with Rooney Bardugji. Rooney Bardugji at this point is super prospecty territory because of his injury, and like who knows what's going to happen to him when he comes back. But he does have a lot of talent, and he can definitely take it to higher levels, especially if he plays at higher levels. Manchester United was trying to get that guy, and then he just got injured over the summer. So very disappointing. So the other players with him in tier 2 would be Madueke, Anthony Elanga, and Brian Brobby. I would put him in that group. See, it's just like, you can't, I don't know. This just looks like a Leaf card. So it's a shame that it's like Saliba. It's a really nice design. It's just missing the licensing. So, all right, it is what it is. And who else am I forgetting? You can throw Crescencio Somerville in tier 2 and Gonzalo Ramos, because he, at this point, he's like a big question mark, but he has kind of somewhat proven himself in the past. So still got some skill. And then once we move to tier 3, I mean, every tier is going to have like an increased number of players, because that's kind of normal, right? As you go down the ladder, way more players are going to have like similar skill to everyone else, if that makes sense. So we have 4 packs left, and tier 3 rookies are going to be Nikola Zalewski, Romano Schmid, Patrick Wimmer, and Fabio Carvalho, who a lot of us have kind of seen from EPL sets as a rookie. And here is Mateusz Prajelik. All right, our 3rd numbered card, probably our last. If we're lucky, we'll get 4. 4 is not guaranteed. 3 is the most common scenario from what I've seen. And then from Italy, I guess, Lorenzo Colombo in tier 3, Andreas Schielderup, and there is Elliot Mataza. I don't know. I wanted to include him in tier 3, but he's dropped off quite a bit. So maybe the last guy there. At this point, you probably would have seen all the names. Kevin Shade. So if you feel like I'm missing someone from any of these tiers that you're keeping an eye out for, let me know in the comments down below. Because we have 1 pack left and we haven't seen our auto yet. So fingers crossed it's in this one. I don't want to deal with a redemption that's probably going to be expired. And I think this is actually going to be an autograph. So it's going to be a base autograph. Would have loved to see a numbered one. So here we go. Slow roll. That is not Elon Musk. It is Elon Melier. There we go. I don't think I've seen his auto before. So that's, does he do it right to left? Or, well, actually, yeah, he definitely does it right to left. Okay. So congratulations. You've just received a U21 Chrome Prospect autograph. They forgot to mention that it's unlicensed Chrome Prospect autograph, because this is for France. So unfortunately, we're going to be seeing a lot of players that we recognize that are not licensed, and then the ones that we don't recognize are going to be licensed. That's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, let's do a quick recap here. So I ended up getting a orange, gold, and a green. So that's actually going to be way better than a lot of boxes you guys will see out there in terms of like rarity combo. So this is green mini diamonds out of 99, gold shimmer out of 50, and then orange out of 25. Love this insert as well. Unfortunately, we got a goalkeeper, unlicensed auto, so make of it what you shall. And I know we explained it in the Lightbox review, this first or Bowman first symbol. This is basically like a prospecting symbol, like a player's first card with Topps, traditionally, you know, done in baseball and like maybe other sports through Topps, but they've done it with soccer now. It's a nice little aspect. I like how they added it and they made it like a dedicated set. But in terms of actually how we rate the set, I'll put it up on the screen and then we can kind of get into like the whole thing we were just talking about. But starting off with design as always, it actually has a decent traditional trading card feel to it. But you know, it's not the best out there by any means, so nothing too crazy. And you know, unfortunately, when you add the non-licensed jerseys to the mix, it definitely hurts that aspect of the rating. So that's why it's where it is at this point. But in terms of base set size, it's a little too big in my opinion, because you know, even at 100, you're like desperately reaching for like young talent, and basically like 90% of the entire current checklist will be forgotten after a few years. And you know, that's just what happens when you have like a huge pool of like young players who haven't really developed, haven't really established themselves on like any main teams. But anyway, that being said, the fact that we have a dedicated prospect set on its own for soccer is nice. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. Hopefully not every set that gets released is going to be delayed like 2 to 3 years. But yeah, it's nice, but obviously far from amazing. And I wish the pricing on these wasn't as high as it is. I mean, obviously there's no official release from Topps, but the price is what it's selling at right now is kind of what the market's been dictating, at least, or the market makers. So again, with a product like this being released so late, they could have at least like adjusted the price, or included like some more numbered cards, or like even added like on-card autos like we see in baseball. Like that would have been amazing. That would have been, honestly, like that maybe single-handedly could have been a game changer for this product. But the top prospect on his own is unlicensed, so unlicensed on-card auto, would it make a difference? Who knows? But we've seen Cole Palmer unlicensed on-card autos from Futera, and those seem to be doing not too bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to discourage quite a few people from even giving this set a shot. But in terms of autos in general, obviously we don't have an official checklist or anything from Topps, so from what we've seen so far, it's not going to be up there. So just another added layer of like vagueness to the already prospects, and we won't really know like where some of the notable rookies will end up in a few years, or like down the line. I don't know, who knows, like a decade or two. If at that point you haven't heard of them since the release of the set, then they're not going to be GOATs. I have news for you. But is this set at least like nice to try out for just the sake of something new, and I guess like under the radar for like a lot of these players at this point? Sure. Is it as sought after as a lot of other mainstream sets and sets that came out this year? Absolutely not. So it might not be for the majority of people in the hobby, but that in itself could also be an opportunity at the same time in terms of prospecting, because that's the whole point about prospecting, is just someone's flying on the radar, you get a lot of their cars and they kind of blow up, kind of like what happened in Holland in 2019. Although I'm sure it's not because a lot of people didn't prospect him, but a lot of people just weren't in the hobby. Anyway, that's going to be it for the rating, guys. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.